Hi everyone, welcome to Things Lucy Reads. I'm Luce and this is a bullet journal plan with me video. It's for the month of July this year, 2021, but I feel like sometimes with Bujo videos it's more the theme that matters and not so much whatever month you did it in. I'm very late with this, as you can tell, it's far past July now. But the theme that I'm doing is not tied to the month or the seasons, so I don't feel that bad uploading it late. This theme is one that I've done before. I did it in March last year for the first time, and I will actually show you that spread at the end of this video as well. It's inspired by Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. So you can see up at the top there, I had already done the title for this page before I started recording this video, and it just looks like his little chest piece where it says Lightyear on the side and it's got some buttons, and then I've written whatever the name of the spread is in purple in the middle. I just really like this spread. It brings me so much joy, and I hadn't done it for over a year, so I thought that I would revisit it just because I wanted to, because it makes me happy. So that's what I did. I'm doing most of the writing in purple. This bit me in the bum a little bit later on because my purple pen has now started to run out, and I am nowhere near a shop that sells them, so I can't easily replace it, but it is what it is. And then the lines for this calendar spread are in a lime green. So this is the same calendar spread that I always do. It's a 6x6 grid. And well, sorry, I should say the squares are 6x6, and that gives me enough room to write all of the things that I need to write for the day, and also to stick some stickers on there for the things that I use stickers for. So I decided to write the numbers out with words and messed up the spacing on nearly all of them, but that's par for the course for my Bujo. I'm really bad at getting things in straight lines and getting them properly centered, and I've learned to just live with it and not be so pedantic. And then on the side there, it's all the things I need to pay of a month, and then down the bottom, my zip pay. So when I say stickers, I use these ones from Fox and Cactus for when I need to put credit on my work phone. And then for the days that we have D&D, I use these D20 stickers, also from Fox and Cactus. I ended up taking both of those away again because we did not play D&D that month, unfortunately. And now I'm just writing in things like holidays, birthdays, any appointments that I've organized. And now on to the next spread. Just drawing the titles here again. So I'm using a mixture of the Staedtler Fineliners, Crayola Super Tips, and that green brush pen is just from Kmart. It's one of the just Anko brush pens. They're really good, but you have to watch it sometimes. Sometimes the brush goes into the barrel of the pen and you have to pull it out a little bit to get its full width. But other than that, they're really good, and I highly, highly recommend them. And the black that I'm using to write Lightyear is just a Sharpie. So this is my mail spread, which is the same every single month. I ran out of room, as usual, during this month, so I've now started leaving myself 2 pages for the mail spread because I do a lot of online shopping because I live rurally, and especially now that we're actually in lockdown, I'm ordering most of my things online, so I need a lot of places to track them. And then the spread on the left I've started calling self-care. I used to call it a to-do list, but calling it self-care I find is a little less fosters less of a sense of expectation in myself. Like, it's not, here is a list of things you have to do, but here is a list of things you can do to care for yourself and your environment. So it's not just things like change sheets, change pajamas, exfoliate. It's also things like go to the chiropractor, pump up your car tires, wash the car, get petrol, that kind of thing. Because those are self-care as well. Like, taking care of your environment and your, things that you use every day, like your car, is an extension of self-care, I think. And I will actually show you what this journal looked like at the end of the month because I didn't upload it before that happened. So you can look forward to that. You can see what it looked like after the pen, as we say on Instagram. So this spread here is going to be, I believe, my TBR/read page and also my book haul page. Just drawing the header again. Yeah, red and Hall. And again with the light year. I'm just checking back to see spacing that I did last month. It's not that I don't know what my spacing is, my brain makes me double check it all the time. And as I said, I can't stick anything in a straight line, and that includes washi tape. So I'm tracking there the date that I ordered a book, the title, what kind of book it is, and also how much it cost. So type, it's E for ebook, A for audiobook, or P for physical book. So to track the books I've read, it jumped away from me there a little bit. I just draw a shelf, and then every time I've read a book, I draw a book on it and then write the title of that book on it. I'm actually going to move away from that again. I'm going to start tracking like the date I started and the date I finished a book, and also what star rating I gave it, just because I'm restructuring how I do my book videos on my channel a little bit, and I need to have that information somewhere other than Goodreads. So now I'm doing a BookTube schedule tracker. I ended up not using this. I redid it for my next month's spread because I quickly figured out that this one didn't exactly work as well for me as I thought, but that happens sometimes. So I've got 2 boxes for each video. The first one indicates whether or not it's fully edited, and then the second one indicates whether it's uploaded and captioned. If it's only uploaded and not captioned, I only fill in half of the box and fill in the other half when I've captioned it. And then this is just the titles of the videos. Not all of the ones on these lists are ones that you will see on the channel because I have axed several of them for a myriad of reasons. I just had this huge backlog of footage that I hadn't looked at and hadn't edited, and so I started finally getting on top of it so I can have something approaching a functional, active YouTube channel again. All right, so here is the flip through of the Buzz Lightyear setup. That other clip was done on a different day, so you will not see it in this flip through. And then here is the one that I based it on, which is what I did in March last year. This was back when I was still doing like weekly spreads, which I stopped doing, and I have not done any readathons this month that have required spreads for those, so didn't do any of those either. Everything is mostly the same as it used to be, just a fewer lines, that's all. Alrighty, and here's the same thing again, but after the pen, after I filled it all in, there's all of my shopping. I refuse to feel any shame about it. And then all my books on my red shelf there, my full book haul, and then I went over on that spread as well, so I'm going to glue that page in and then fold it up so it doesn't hang out the bottom. Alrighty, and then I also did an upload schedule which also stopped working for me, and I recreated that again for this month as well. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.